Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Gracious good morning to you, good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. It is Tuesday, March 4th. We're 4 days in, y'all, and it is 2:37 in the a.m. You know, as I was driving in, I am so happy to have my satellite radio back. Have I mentioned that? I'm just blessed. I'm grateful. You know, little things mean a lot. Being able to hear my praise music how I want to praise, when I want to praise, is a blessing. I'm saying all that to say is I heard a song and hadn't heard the song in a while. It, one of the satellite radio stations that I listen to is it's called Praise. Now they haven't changed their playlist in 3 years. I mean, they've added some new songs, but it's still the same playlist that I listened to that got me through COVID. And song that I heard this morning is Bless Your Name by All Nations, and the lead singer is Chandler Moore. And I believe Chandler started with Music City Mavericks or Maverick City Music. One of the, you guys know. Either that or Hillsong. I don't believe it was Hillsong. But, nonetheless, that song, the lyrics, I just listened to the lyrics this morning. Now the music is nice, the arrangement is nice, but the music, you are perfect, tried and pure. You are healer. You are the cure, redeemer of the lost and cold. You're the sovereign Lord of all. You're creator of earth and stone. You're the maker of flesh and bone. You are Jehovah, all-powerful. You're a freedom worth fighting for. The line, a freedom worth fighting for. That part. And then, in my brain, being the music buff that I am, I went to, is your all on the altar of sacrifice? And I'm posing that question. And of course, yes, I'm going to bring it to modern day events. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to keep saying this. We like to yell and flag wave and talk about patriotism and nationalism and all the other isms. But we don't think about how these things are wrapped up in hate. How these things are used to veil and mask our bigotry. And I said our. And for those of you who follow me on Facebook, I'm going to try to get it on TikTok. This particular video, I was having some difficulties downloading it and copying it, but I'm going to keep trying because it needs to be put out there. It's a young lady talking about the term reverse racism because I was accused of being divisive, but by an individual, one, who does not know me, two, never mentioned anything before. You just hid behind the anonymity of a keyboard, person I like to call keyboard gangsters, and, drop these messages with no substance and no conversation. And then the person told me I was being divisive because I was speaking of my Black experience during Black History Month. And, I make no apologies for my Black thoughts, my Black identity, my Black voice, and my Black experience. I make no apologies for that because that's what you see first. And because I spoke on it, it offended you. And there's a whole lot more you need to be offended about, boo-boo. That being said, I'm going to leave you with this message, and then I'm going to get into my other messages for the day. This message is, I want you to look at the thing that we're calling patriotism, the thing that we're calling nationalism, the thing that we're saying we're the greatest country in the slogan, the slogan and the jargon that we're using as a banner. We made another country who was fighting for their freedom, totally dependent upon us. And we left them hanging because of a personality conflict. And I want to say one person had a personality. Yes, I said it. Only one person in that conversation had a personality. And this is what we're standing on, and this is what we're standing behind. And, we forget that lives and livelihoods stand in the balance. And while you're flag waving and hoorahing and continuing to say this slogan, I want you to think about the federal employees. What did they do? And some of them stood behind this banner. And now their lives and livelihood are in limbo. That American dream that everybody talks about is in limbo. I want you to think about in your lineage. I'm not even asking you to look at anybody else's lineage. The people that you saw work hard, struggle for this American dream, how all that hangs in the balance with the possible removal or toying with fine-tuning Social Security. That is like somebody going into your bank account and saying, I'm just going to fine-tune this money. I'm going to organize your money for you. We have that with health care. You don't really need I'm just going to fine-tune it for you. We have that with jobs. We have that with all the things that we say are the American dream. But we're allowing one or two people to walk into our private sanctuaries, our private reserves, and we call that what? Anywhere else it would be called a crime. A few years back, it would have been recognized as a crime. But call it what you will. But you don't get to have your cake and eat it too. You don't get to speak Christ and have contrary thoughts and actions. And if you've forgotten what Christ spoke, if you've forgotten what Christ did, we have this book called the Bible. We have people who walk amongst us called theologians. I suggest you reach out